Did you know setting up a living trust could save your family thousands of dollars and months of legal hassle? Stick around. I'm breaking down everything you need to know about living trusts step by step, and trust me, it's simpler than you think. See what I did there? What's up? I'm Corlandos Scott, an estate planning attorney dedicated to helping families protect their assets and create legacies that they can be proud of. And in this video, we're going deep into the process of creating a living trust. You know, why it matters, how to set one up, and what mistakes you absolutely need to avoid. Now, whether you're brand new to estate planning or looking to refine the plan you already have, this is going to be your ultimate guide to safeguarding what matters most to you. So go ahead, grab a cup of coffee, grab some tea, settle in, and let's dive in. All right, first, let's start with the basics. What exactly is a living trust? Well, think of it as your personal treasure chest. You know, you take your assets, your home, your investments, your bank accounts, even personal belongings, and you place them inside this chest. And then you lock it up and appoint a trustee, someone you trust completely, to hold the key. And when the time comes, your trustee opens the chests and distributes your assets exactly the way you want. Now, you might be thinking, why not just have a will? And that's a great question. It's reasonable. But a will is important, but here's the catch. It goes through probate. Yeah, probate, it's a court process that can be expensive, time-consuming, and completely public. It's like a lawsuit that your estate files against itself. You know, and here's the thing. It can take months, even years, and it can cost your family thousands of dollars in legal fees. But a trust bypasses probate entirely, ensuring that your affairs remain private and giving your family immediate access to what they need. And if you own real estate, you have minor children, or you want to avoid family disputes, a living trust is an absolute game changer. For example, think about blended families. Now, without a living trust, your assets could unintentionally go to someone you didn't intend, like an ex-spouse or a distant relative, because of how probate laws work. Now, a trust lets you stay in full control and ensures that your wishes are honored. Now that you know why a living trust matters, let's break down how to create one step by step. All right, step one, determine if you need a trust. Now, I'll be honest, not everyone needs a living trust, but if you own real estate, have children, or really simply just want to avoid the timely and costly process of probate, it's worth some serious consideration. Now, some states have probate thresholds, meaning if your assets exceed a certain limit, they'll automatically go through probate unless you have a trust in place. Step two, create an inventory of your assets. Before setting up your trust, make a detailed list of everything you own. You know, your home, your bank accounts, retirement accounts, personal belongings, even those like sentimental items that you have. The more organized you are up front, the easier it'll be to allocate these assets properly in your trust. All right, step three, choose a trustee and successor trustee. Now, this is a critical step. Your trustee is the person who's going to manage and distribute your assets, so it needs to be someone you trust completely, whether that's a family member, a close friend, or even just a professional trustee for more complex estates. And don't forget, name a successor trustee. This is something I always tell my clients. You need someone to step in if your first choice can't serve. Maybe if your first or second choice can serve. Step four, draft the trust document. Now, this, of course, is where working with an attorney makes all the difference. Online tools might work for very simple situations, but they can't account for the complexities of real life, like blended families, special needs children, pet families, specific tax strategies. You know, a professionally drafted trust ensures it's legally sound and tailored to your unique situation. Step five, fund the trust. This is a step that I cannot stress enough. It's often overlooked, but it's absolutely critical. I'm talking to you, Michael Jackson Estate. You know, once your trust is created, you need to actually put your valuables into the treasure chest. You need to transfer ownership of your assets into the trust. This means updating deeds for real estate, retitling bank accounts, listing the trust as the beneficiary for certain accounts. Now, if you skip this step, your trust won't actually protect your assets, and everything could still end up in probate. Step six, review and update it regularly. Now, a living trust isn't a one and done solution. Life changes, marriages, divorces, new children, deaths. You need to review your trust regularly whenever these life things happen. I would say, at least once a year, but absolutely no less than every 3 years. Now, your trust should grow and change as your life does. Let's talk about more why updating your trust is so essential. Think of it like maintaining a car. You wouldn't skip oil changes or leave a flat tire unattended, right? If you drive an electric vehicle, you wouldn't not charge the vehicle, right? The same goes for your estate plan. If you don't update your trust when life changes, it might not work the way you intended it to work when the time comes when it's needed. For example, if you have a new grandchild, you might want to include them in your plan. Or if you've divorced or remarried, your trust needs to reflect those changes. And without updates, your trust could unintentionally leave someone out, or worse, direct assets to someone you no longer want included. This is why working with an estate planning attorney who offers ongoing support is so important. Now, at my firm, we call this a life and legacy plan. It's not just a set of documents. It's a process to keep your plan up to date as your life evolves. So tell me, have you started thinking about setting up a living trust? Well, what's holding you back? Are you already in the process? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts and answer any questions you have. Listen, a living trust is one of the smartest, most protective steps you can take to protect your assets and care for your loved ones. It's about creating a legacy that reflects your values and gives your family peace of mind. Trust me, your future self and your family will thank you for taking this action today. Now, if you're ready to take the next step, just go ahead and click the link below, schedule a consultation with me. Let's work together to build a plan that keeps your family and loved ones out of court, out of conflict, and fully protected. And hey, if you want to keep learning, YouTube thinks that this or this somewhere around here is the next video that's perfect for you. So check it out and keep building your legacy.